Thank you so much. Hi, everybody. It's all a bit depressing, isn't it, these days? Whether it's healthcare, gender, poverty, the climate, the news isn't very good. Our politics is more divided than it's ever been. Our political elites seem to have lost their way, and authoritarianism is on the rise. And all of these things, at their heart, are about integrity. Now, I'm not depressed about this. I'm actually really excited because there's a secret. And the secret is we have to catch people doing the right thing. That's right, catch people doing the right thing. Because if we catch them doing the right thing instead of the wrong thing, if we lift up and celebrate the do-gooders rather than the wrongdoers, and if we name and fame the good people instead of naming and shaming the bad people, it can completely shift our narrative, create positive role models, and help us build trust in the future, and help us understand how we can solve some of these issues. So I wanted to give you an example today. About 7 years ago, I was sitting with our team in Nepal, in Kathmandu, watching Nepali Idol, the Nepali version of American Idol, or the UK Idol, complete with its own Nepali Simon Cowell. And we thought, what if we could harness this incredible positive popular media campaign around the issue that we care about, which is integrity. So we came up with a TV show called Integrity Icon, a global TV show to find the most honest government officials in the world. So we sent out volunteers the very next day, and they gathered nominations from people all over the country for doctors, for nurses, for policemen and women, anyone at the front lines of public service who was serving with honesty and integrity. We got thousands of nominations, narrowed it down to the top 5, and put them on TV and radio and on social media, and asked people to vote for their favorites. And the response was incredible. About 4 million people watched that first show, about 10% of the population in Nepal. And it created conversations nationally, at dinner tables, in tea shops, in government offices about what integrity means and why it's important to things like SDG16. The winner that first year was an incredible district education officer from the east of the country who had done amazing things to improve education in his district. He would turn up in disguise with a fake mustache to check on teacher attendance in schools. Things like that, incredible. And when he went home after winning this award, he was mobbed by hundreds of people chanting, "He is the people's hero, he is our integrity icon." It was amazing, it gives me goosebumps just to think about it. So since then, thank you. This has spread all over the world. It started in Liberia in 2015, where the winner that first year, Jube in the middle there, was fighting Ebola, and so many of the funds that were going missing were just untraceable, and she came up with ways to trace that money, to make sure that the money meant for Ebola patients was being spent effectively. There was another winner in Liberia, Alfonso, who's a drugs enforcement agency officer, who found drugs were being smuggled in the president's convoy by her security guards. He arrested them, and of course there was pressure for him to resign. He was demoted, and when we asked him about this, he said, integrity is all that we have. We have to take these actions. We have to push back and enforce the rule of law. So now this campaign has spread to Nigeria, where the winner last year, Nuzo, has been pushing back against sex for grades in universities and building a cohort of young female leaders in public service who can push back against corruption. It's spread to Sri Lanka, it's spread to Pakistan, it's spread to Mali, it's spread to Niger, it's spread to Mexico, and next year Integrity Icon is starting right here in the US, because we need it here too. But we've also realized that it's not just about celebrating the good people, it's about connecting them, helping them build coalitions, and helping them continue to push for reforms. So we've created Meet the Icons events, where they travel around government agencies and talk about integrity. We've created integrity fellowships, where young people can serve with these icons in their ministries. We've even created integrity schools, where young people coming into civil service can learn about what it means to be a person of integrity. And the outcomes have been impressive. One of our winners in Mali last year was a medium-level justice official in the Ministry of Justice. Once he won this award, he was made the Minister of Justice because he explicitly had integrity and accountability. One of our winners in South Africa was an unknown policeman in the southeast of the country. After he won this award, he was placed on an 8-man ethics committee to rethink ethics across all of South Africa's government. And young people who previously said to us they would never consider going into government because they were people of integrity and they didn't want to work within corrupt systems, are saying to us now, I want to go into government, I want to serve my country, and I know that it's possible. So what does this mean for all of us? I don't think it means we need to stop putting people in jail for breaking the law. Of course, the rule of law is important and it has to be enforced. But we also need to reframe the way we think about these problems. We need to reset and begin to be for something rather than just against something. Because this fills us with hope, it rebuilds trust, and it gives us the glimmer of light that we need at these dark times to push forward and achieve goals like SDG16. So as you go back to your good jobs and working hard to make the world a better place after this week, I want you to think about who the integrity icons are that you know and lift them up as much as you can. And continue to do the right thing even when no one is watching. Because I promise you, if we all do that, the world will be a much more prosperous, fair, and inclusive place. Thank you very much.